Humans, what have you learned?
Hello everyone and welcome to the show. First episode of IXONSTORM Gaming News Live, and boy have we got some stuff to talk about. And who have we got in the chat with? Well, the Mag. The Mag is here. My mentor. Guy gave me everything I needed to do to get this show on the road. Thank you very much, Mag. Matt, no, we are not going to be doing a Nintendo news stream. I don't do Nintendo. Will you stop asking me to do it? But what have we got to talk about? Well, Project Mara for a start. Let's start with that, shall we? Project Mara. Dear me, what the hell is going on at Microsoft? Because I'm not being horrible. They announced this all the way back, I think it was 2020. And what's happened? Oh, they've shelved it. Because it looks like we are going to be getting Hellblade. Is it Hell? Yeah, Hellblade 3. Oh dear. But the thing is, what are they going to do with Hellblade? That is the question I really, really need to know. Because the first two games, absolutely brilliant. And for some reason, my YouTube control panel's decided it's not working. Bear with me. Gotta love live streams. No. Shrink that down. Pull that up. We'll have to keep it up there for now then. Oh well. But yeah, Project Mara. It's a bit of a shame really, if I was to be perfectly honest. Project Mara looked quite interesting. They were going into the full-blown psychological horror first person, and it looked awesome. It really did. But obviously the news of this is coming from Jez Corden over at Windows Central. And the quote that they've got here, I've heard that you guys shouldn't expect Project Mara to be a thing. Project Mara was just a concept. It's not a game, and it's not a game they're currently working on. It might be something they work on eventually, but Project Mara is not a game that's currently being worked on at Ninja Theory. Why not? Really, why not? There's that gone. Shrink that down. There we go. Get me chat. Let's put that over there. I agree, Mag. Rise, Son of Rome. Oh my God, what a game. That game was absolutely insanely good. Underrated. But yeah, they need to do something with it. Yeah, 78. Completely agree. They shouldn't have even shown it. If it was just a concept, they should have just left it alone. Because that, to me, is just the stupidest thing they could have done, is come out and shown it to us. Why not just make Hellblade 3 straight off the bat? Because Hellblade 2, I enjoyed the hell out of that. I thought the story in it was... It touched me, that story. That was really, really well done. The one thing with Ninja Theory, they can tell an epic story. But the problem that they had with it is gameplay. It just didn't have anything. Which, you know, come on, seriously. You put a bit of effort in. How about putting some of the combat from that Devil May Cry game that you did into Hellblade? Now that would be very interesting and very much down the road of what the theory is that Ubisoft may be doing with the next Assassin's Creed, getting the guy over from Batman, Arkham series, put some Arkham style combat in it. Why the hell not? What else have we got here? Just check that. But what else have they said about this? Because what Jez Corden's also come out and stated, from what I understand, the next game is Hellblade 3. There's no confirmation. Microsoft haven't actually come out and said anything. And it's going to be a bit more interactive than Hellblade 1 and 2. Maybe that's a good thing. I don't know the exact nature of what Hellblade 3 is going to be like, if it's even going to be Hellblade 3, but it does sound like it's going to be in the Hellblade universe, and it does sound like they want to make it more of a game and broaden its appeal to some degree. Do it. But what are you guys, what do you think in chat? What do you reckon they're going to do with Hellblade? Let me know. But I've also got some, I don't know if you heard it at the start, I've actually got my soundboard. So it was like, you know, when they come out and do something silly and we all require a little bit of
need input.
Who can't beat Johnny 5? That's what Microsoft need right now.
Need input.
But I personally think with Hellblade, expand on that combat, because the combat in that in the second game was absolutely brilliant. Puzzles, do something else with them, because you completely and utterly copied and pasted what you did in the first game. They didn't change anything in the way of puzzles on Hellblade 2. I understood why they did it. They're trying to tell a story. Hey, my man Red Wolf's in the chat. Yes, I'm finally up and running. Episode number 1. And I brought along, the guys have just heard it, I brought along a good friend of mine. And it's not coming up. There we go. Typical, innit?
Need input.
There it is. But yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to be seeing Hellblade 3 anytime soon. But are they going to put some of the psychological features from Project Mara into Hellblade 3? Are they going to carry some of that tech demo over into the next game? I hope so, because Project Mara did look like it was going to be one of them games that you don't play with the lights turned off in any way, shape or form. I'm going to try and sign back into my... Oh, we have life. Just log me into my chat. There we go. There we go, done. Get rid of that. The joys. For some reason, my OBS decided, no, I am not going to put your chat up in a dock. Yay. Thank you, 78. Thank you very much. Not my first live stream. I've done a couple of, how do I put it? The press conferences and showcases. But this is the first episode. IXONSTORM, bringing you the news every week on a Tuesday at 9 PM Greenwich Mean Time. Sorry to my American fans over the other side of the pond. Got too much on a Tuesday. Come on, straight after this, you've got my man Red Wolf Renegade in the chat there with Renegade Realm Podcast, and then after that, I'm going to get a 45-minute breather before Mag starts the Magcast, so it's a busy Tuesday. But yeah, there's not a lot more you can say on Project Mara, if I was to be perfectly honest. They've not given much away. Obviously, they've just said, no, we're shelving it. It was just a tech demo. Sorry, you get in Hellblade 3. Can't really complain. Two absolutely amazing games. Let's see what they bring to the table with regards to Hellblade. But what has everyone been playing before I jump on to the next topic? Because yeah, Hellblade, not a lot to talk about on that. They don't really know a lot. Because at the moment, I am currently going through my second playthrough of Assassin's Creed Shadows. No 78, there's nothing. It states here over, there you go. I'll bring the article up, shall I? Where's my screen share? So yeah, over here on Pure Xbox. No, we'll keep an eye out for further info, but it seems pretty likely we won't hear much from a Ninja Theory. Where's my sources? Where's my camera? There we go. It's a shame. Pack for Blood, Typhus Neil. Really? But no, it doesn't seem like we're going to hear much about Hellblade 3 in the near future. Not going to be one, unless they have been secretly working on this in the background, that is. Because it's been a long time for that Project Mara to have been in development and Microsoft burning money like they have a very, very good way of doing. But no, I don't see anything happening with this till 27. It might even be a launch title for the next Xbox. Who knows? It's one of them. Yeah, 2028. Yes, we might. 2028, we might get a little morsel of it, but they've got to do something with it. That is the main thing. They have to change it up. Obviously, haven't watched Mag's video on it, saw it pop up on my phone before, but I completely agree with them. They do need to change it up because it's a stale way of telling a story. And I know a lot of people probably dropped off playing it because it's rinse and repeat. Do a few puzzles, a little bit of combat, a little bit of exploring, another puzzle, another bit of combat. No, pull people in. Yes, the story was good, but pull people in. They need to be able to do more while they're playing. Hell, there was more interactivity with the old point-and-click adventure games back in the 90s than there was with Hellblade. What else we got on the charts? I won't care for what you've been playing, Matt. Really? Is it a Nintendo by any chance? Oh dear. Now, as I was saying, I'm on my second playthrough of Assassin's Creed Shadows. It does outstay its welcome, and there was a lot of things in the DLC that they should have put in that base game from the start. They really should have done. Oh, 78. You're a man after my own heart. Routine. Mag, you need to play that. Actually, drop that on one of your live streams, because that game is really, really scary. Right. Nothing wrong with Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, Matt. Nothing wrong with it at all. But let's move on from Hellblade. Let's move on to, well, let's choose, shall we? Yeah, why not? Developer Direct. Yes, the one thing we've all been waiting for, especially if you're an Xbox fan. And we're getting Forza and Fable. Oh, Forza Horizon 6 is going to be absolutely nuts. Oh, I'll get to the Samsung bit in a second. I know you can see all my tabs up there. It's got myself all prepared before starting this, and then my chat decided it wasn't going to log in. But yeah, Forza Horizon 6. I am so looking forward to this. Massive Tokyo Drift fan. So I can't wait to see what Playground Games have done with this. This is going to be insane. And it's going to sell like hotcakes. It really... They're going to make some serious money off that. Who in the chat is looking forward to Fable or Forza Horizon? The one that really is interesting is that Beast of Reincarnation. That really does look interesting, considering it's from the developers of Pokemon. Could be interesting. Yeah, 78. I completely agree, mate. It is gonna be insane. Forza Horizon 6. I can't wait to see what they do with that. Got to be better than the British one. That Forza in England, that was pants. I hated that. Really didn't enjoy playing that one at all. But yeah, we've got Forza Horizon 6, Fable. Unfortunately, I won't be live streaming this because I have my son on a Thursday and I record everything in his bedroom. I had to literally ask him nicely if I could stick the hand painted Ezio on the wall. You didn't think it was bad? 78. I did. It just didn't have the same vibes as the other ones. I don't know if it's because I spend most of my time on British roads and it just didn't do anything for me. Kick him out. Oh dear. But I do know that Mag is going to be streaming this, so I'm going to be in his chat. That'll be a dartboard soon. No, it won't. Nothing wrong with Ezio. Best character that Ubisoft ever did in Assassin's Creed, bar Bayek. But do you think there's going to be a fourth game? Because we know Forza Horizon 6, we all know what we're getting with that. Fable, different matter. Fable, on the other hand, I can't wait to see what they are going to do with this. Because I loved Fable. Absolutely adored them games. Everyone gives hate to the third one. I enjoyed it. But nothing beats Fable 2. Fable 2 to me was absolutely awesome. Kicking chickens. Not many people over the other side of the pond would get the irony and the comedy that is in these games, but I'm not being horrible. It just tickled me pink playing Fable. They were absolutely awesome games. And Playground Games, it's going to be interesting to see what they do with an RPG. Yes, I've seen it in the likes of X&C with Mag and Colt talking about male and female characters, and I have to agree with Colt Eastwood. They need to show off a male protagonist in this game, because I'm kind of sick of playing as this is what you're getting. You're playing this character. They did it with, as much as I absolutely love the game Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, locking you into a character that is not yours at all. It takes it away slightly of being an RPG because they're voicing it for you. Well, I can understand voice characters, but there's no customization. You can't make it be you. So I'm hoping that we get to see something with regards to that, because if they don't, I think they're going to disappoint quite a few Fable fans and probably alienate a lot of Xbox fans at the same time, which you're already alienating half of the fan base anyway with putting the prices up on the consoles and hiking the price on Game Pass. So try not to stand on a rake when it comes to Fable, because I don't think you're going to come back from that. But this beast of reincarnation, I'm going to see a trailer up for that. Let's go back to full screen while I mess about with this. YouTube. I wonder if they put a trailer up yet. Oh, good job I didn't have it up. Mag's pretty face was the first video on my YouTube feed. Oh, you are pretty, Mag. Look, I'm gonna go out in sympathy with you, Mag. There we go. The big bald head can come out. There we go. We'll be bald together, Mag. All right, where are we here? Base. There we go. Well, that's funny. You're gonna like this. Let's go. Where's my screen share? This is a PlayStation trailer. Oh yes, Baldy for the win, Mag. But look at this. This beast of... This looks insanely good. Aero Nation in the house. Oh, the Great War. Hello, my boy. This looks nuts. Now you're telling me that the guys that made Pokemon made this. I'll be in the chat, Mag. Don't you worry, my friend. I'll be there. I will catch you in a Renegade Realms chat. Have a good night. You're a busy man tonight. But yeah, that there. Absolutely bonkers. Let's get rid of that. Pause that. Where's me shrink? But yeah, that was made by the guys that developed Pokemon. Are you having a laugh? K-Rock's in the house. But the bit that makes me laugh is you just watch that trailer then. It was a PlayStation trailer. How the... What? So we're... That's got a sting. Is that going to be dropping into Game Pass though? Or is that just at the developer direct just to drum up a bit of attention? Thank you, Aero Nation. Thank you very much. It's the longest 25 minutes of my life. Not had to talk this much. Mrs. doesn't like me talking. She's actually asleep in the next room with a pair of earbuds in so that she can't hear me. Oops. And I shouldn't really be drinking. There you go. Xbox cup. I thought, why the hell not get the paraphernalia out? In this is Monster. So, what do you guys think? What do you think? Is there going to be a fourth game in the developer direct, or is it just going to be them 3 games? And that goes to anyone who's watching after the fact. Please let me know in the comments below what you think. Do you reckon we're going to get a 4th game? Not long to wait. They have time to change it. Yeah, I very much reckon 78, it is going to drop into Game Pass, but it's got a sting for Sony, because that's another game, because obviously I haven't put it into the topics this week, but it looks like Sony have lost a game. It's been cancelled by the looks of things. Let's see if I can get something up about it, go off script. Yeah, PlayStation. I'll tell you now, the best thing I did was buy this extra monitor. Have a look at that. There you go. There it is. Have a look at this. Still remembering my keybinds because I've had to change all my OBS. Yeah, PlayStation 5 exclusive quietly cancelled right under our noses, says developer. Oh, is it Ballad of Antara? Oh dear, that's not good for Sony. The report notes the concept artist for the project under the username YeeHigh2000 posted on X that the game was cancelled in response to a fan. Really? Yeah, we do usually get a shadow drop 78, but I don't know. Are they going to save it all for the summer showcase? Or are they going to set and this potential anniversary showcase that they're doing towards the end of the year? Well, why is it being cancelled? Let's have a look. Twitter insider Lunatic Ignis also explained that the situation Ballad of Antara is about to be cancelled. Sources from China. GNL Game Grape revealed in January 2025 that Paper Games, the parent company that owns Tipsworks, had major restructuring with the team behind the game, drastically reducing the team from 120 devs to 20. Ouch. See, it's not just Microsoft that do it. Allegedly, the game had only a single playable chapter from 2021 to 2024. I wonder if they had any, what's his name, Perfect Dark developers working over there. Here's a vertical slice. Ha ha. That's shocking. And that was right under our noses. Nobody knew about it. Nothing. Just completely just shut that down. And the one thing I do have on my soundboard, which I don't have on my normal videos, is if I decided I wanted to, it just take in the... Oh, I love this. So yeah, a little bit of extra news there. Sony have lost Ballad of Antara completely. I don't think 20 developers is going to do much for them. Yeah, very much could be that. Contractors. The chapter Great War was probably the same size as Perfect Dark's vertical slice. Eesh. As much as they don't like to admit it, they all copy Microsoft. Oh, and the one thing we do know is Microsoft need a lot more. That they do. They definitely need a lot of input. But let's get back on to topic. Yeah, I thought you'd like that one a great while. Gotta love Johnny 5. And I'm running all. You know what's funny? I was looking at Stream Decks and all kinds of things when I was thinking about starting this. And you know what? I'm running all of my soundboard off my phone. Even got the old Stone Cold. And if you actually heard it at the start, if you go back and listen, has anyone here played Subnautica? Because if you have, you might recognise this. Oh yes. Hey, I'm Brandon. Brandon's in the house. Don't worry about it, mate. You haven't missed a lot. We've been talking about the developer direct. A little bit of news about Ninja Theory completely pulling the rug from Project Mara. But we're getting Hellblade 3. Yay! So, next on the list of stuff to talk about, really, that I decided to pluck out of cyberspace just for the episode, is Steam. The price is leaked. And guess what? It's not looking good. If we thought it's just a case of Microsoft putting the prices up, PlayStation are not going to be far behind. They are going to start hiking their prices up, I reckon, this year. I reckon this summer. They will hike them prices up ready for GTA's release. If it gets released, that is. They will definitely be raising the prices, but the price for the Steam machine is... Ooh. States here, popular YouTuber and tech expert Linus from Linus Tech Tips commented on Steam's machine's price, stating it will likely sell for at least $699 based on its $600 worth of components. £100 increase. I think it might be a bit more than that, but that all depends on which version of the Steam machine you're going to get. Because obviously, it's all based on the components that are in it. I've been pricing up a gaming rig to run the channel with, and dear Lord, my wallet literally sweated. It's just silly money now. Absolute bonkers. I can see a lot more people going for the consoles, if I was to be perfectly honest, because it's a one-time purchase and it plays your games without you having to mess about. Yes. $1K from the start. Well, if I remember rightly when I was looking, yeah. Say hello to the Steam. You were right there, Great War. Say hello to the Steam machine's $1,000 price tag. It is an ugly looking console though, isn't it? Really? Do you think they borrowed half of the design from an Xbox Series X? Wow, man. £2,800 on your PC build. The one I priced up with the help of Aeronation, who's in the chat, and Kit, I was looking on best part of, with a monitor, with a 1440p monitor, I was looking at, I think it was around £1,800. And that was with the brand new AMD card, the high-end one. I don't mind the look, but it's not something you stick under your telly. It's like they've kind of gone backwards. Because I remember these small form factor PCs back in, oh God, now you're making me think. How long ago was it? I'm sure it was around, I must have been in my early 20s, and I'm 43 3 this year. So we were building. I was building PCs this size 20 years ago. Oh, Great War. No. No, oh. So, how are you watching TV and that? You're doing it on your PC? 33. Yeah, about 20 years ago, Great War. They were building, there was a PC shop near me that, 33. I feel 63. But no, there was a PC shop near to me at the time, and I was building the last PC I ever built. I was getting the components from him, and it was when, I don't know if any of you remember the RAM price, get this, there was a RAM price drop. Go back in history, there was a RAM price drop, and it was because of landslides in Indonesia and that, and I managed to get some really cheap components. But he was building these. He was building small form factors, but it never took off. And now they're building small PCs. Absolutely bonkers. But yeah, you've gone on about the £1,000 that you kind of gauged. For the 512 gigabyte version, the alleged price is 19,826 check money, which is basically $950, 949.76 based on the current exchange rate, and the 2 terabyte. There you go, Great War, just for you, just over £1,000. Wow, RAM price 28. Was it 2018 with them? I love you 78. You literally, somebody can drop something, and all of a sudden, you've got it. You can just see it. Got your fingers on that keyboard typing away. Absolutely awesome you are, dude. I'm not going to be getting a Steam box. I don't see the point. I'm waiting for the next Xbox. I know a lot of people are going to hate me for it. They are, you know. What if I was to say that again? I'm waiting for the next Xbox. You know, what can I do? Is Brandon, it's worth building a PC now, or just get one of these with a Pro? I don't know, mate. If I was to be perfectly honest, I do not know. My personal opinion, I'm waiting for them all to release. So let this Steam box drop. Let Xbox drop whatever details it is about the next Xbox, and let PlayStation drop the PlayStation 6. And then pick and choose. See which is, one, in your budget, 2, which is going to serve you better. I agree with you, 78. I'm a console gamer. I do a little bit of gaming on my laptop, but I use GeForce Now because I can't afford £2,000, £1,000 at the moment. It's like the new monitor I've just bought. I picked it up for 50 quid. It's an MSI. It's only 1080p, 100 hertz refresh. You know, does me. 1080p. I'm not one of these. I'm not picky on 4K. I actually find the picture on my laptop is better for detail. I play, say, Assassin's Creed Shadows on my 4K TV downstairs on my Xbox, and some of it's a bit washed out. Play it through GeForce Now on a 5080, and it's crystal. I personally think the way forward, and this is a long way down the road, what might not be, is I think everything will be done over the cloud. I don't think you will have anything under your TV. The age of consoles is dying. It's all going to be done through Microsoft has shown you that you can get Game Pass through your TVs, get it on your phone and all of that lovely stuff. But imagine if Nvidia decided to drop GeForce Now on a Samsung TV, connect it to the internet, and you're playing everything in 4K on a 5080 card. Makes sense to me. Put it all in a server farm, and that's it. Job done. That is the way I see it going. Yeah, I agree there, Red Wolf. For backwards compatibility, mate, it must have an optical drive. It's got to have something, because I still own some Series X games. Obviously, with the picture behind me, I've got behind, and Red Wolf knows about this cupboard, in the cupboard behind the screens is all of my Assassin's Creed collection. So I've got all of the collector's editions from AC1. The only one I'm missing is Odyssey, and I'm one of the ones that's on the other side of the fence. I didn't enjoy Odyssey. I didn't feel like Assassin's Creed to me, but I've got all of that there, and they're all on disc. So they definitely need something that will help with the whole backwards compatibility with this next gen Xbox, because if they, well, it is Microsoft, they're just getting very, very good at alienating all of the fan base. Yeah, Red Wolf, completely agree with you, mate. They will literally become coasters. Microsoft have got to be very careful where they go with this next gen console. Yeah, I agree with you, Typhus Neon. Odyssey just didn't feel like Assassin's Creed at all. It really didn't. But, you know, each to their own. That's why I love gaming. That's why I'm doing this channel, because everyone has an opinion, and it's only human, and it's the most natural thing in the world to talk about it. So, but yeah, $1,000 for the Steam machine. Kind of knew it was coming. Oh, 78. Don't even get me started on Shadows, mate. I absolutely love that. Second playthrough to get the last 4 achievements out of it. To the point where it's driving me bonkers, because that game is stupidly long. But the scary part is, and it moves on to the next tab that I've got up here, is we're all ranting and raving about console prices and that the gamers are getting shafted and all of that lovely stuff. But out of CES, Samsung have come out. It's not just going to be the games consoles. Everything is going to go up in price. Absolutely everything. You know, to the point where obviously Switch 2 more expensive than the last console. All because of the components that are in it. So your mobile phones are next. Your TVs are next. So this is what Samsung have come out and said. Now, during CES 2026, Samsung has warned consumers that due to the increased price of DRAM and ongoing shortages, the price of TVs will likely increase. The co-CEO of Samsung, TM Rowe, probably butchered that, explained that numerous electronics, including phones, home appliances, and TVs, will likely see their prices go up in response to the increasing cost of the electronic components that go into them. Speaking to Bloomberg, Wanjing Li, head of global marketing at Samsung, said that they would be there would be issues with semiconductor supplies that will impact everyone, which is likely drive Samsung to increase its prices to compensate for the increasing cost of parts going into them. So it isn't just us gamers that are going to feel the brunt of AI and them taking all of the DRAM and everything. Everything's going to go up. Just when you think back end of COVID, food prices potentially, I'm not going to get into it, are going to start coming down. Grandpa Barbecue Cane Cat is in the chat. Hello, my friend. Early morning for you, isn't it? But yeah, it's going to drive everything up. You're going to be paying more for your mobile phone contracts because they're going to start doing the same as the gaming. They're not going to subsidise. You're going to start paying more. Your TVs are going to get more expensive. Hell, you go all the way in and it's going to get to the point where you're going to see everything. Cookers, everything's going to go up in price. It's just absolutely bonkers. And it's another way of controlling the price because it's never going to go back down. Yeah, sugar tax. Yeah, completely agree with you there, Matt. Obviously, the prices over here in the UK, absolutely stupid. Absolutely stupid. And it ain't going to get any better in the UK. Blenders, refrigerators, the whole lot. Anything that has a microchip in it is literally going to cost a fortune going forward. And it's not in line with the cost of living. It's not in line with wages. And we're all going to suffer for it. Samsung have come out and said about it. 5:30 a.m. Damn, dude. I'll be going to bed at about 5:30 a.m. by the time my cast's finished. Busy night. But yeah, back to this. It's just, we all come out and say, oh, it's happening. Prices are going up. This happens all the time. We'll have a rant about it, and in 2, 3, 4 years' time, we'll be paying this price no matter what. We won't even be thinking about, oh yeah, by the way, I used to be able to get a console for 300 quid. It's not going to happen. It'll just be the next generation of gamers that'll come out and say, oh wow, you used to pay £1,000 for your console? We're paying best part of £2,000 for a console. It's just the way it works. It's not good for us at this moment in time. But it's unfortunate. Yeah, the next Xbox is probably going to cost the best part of £1,000. I personally see Microsoft going down the road of subsidising again. I reckon they will bring it down that way, and they will do it like they did with previous generations. Just subsidise the hell out of it to get more people into the ecosystem. Or with the way that they've gone with the whole Game Pass and pushing people into cloud gaming, I can see it being a console thing of the past. No, I haven't discussed the 8 gig graphics card in the Steam box. It's not a powerful machine. It's not powerful at all. I want to know how they're going to get around you playing newer games on this. Because it's like buying a laptop. You buy a laptop, you think, oh, I've got the best thing since sliced bread. I did it back in the day. I built rigs to play one. This is why I stopped PC gaming, if I was to be perfectly frank with everyone in chat. I stopped PC gaming because I was sick and tired of constantly having to build or upgrade parts of a PC where I could take a console, plonk it in front of my TV, disc in it, play away. Yeah, 1080p for it's not. Yeah, you're not gonna. But you imagine how's Cyberpunk gonna run on this? You're not gonna have all of these bells and whistles turned on. Not a chance. And I bet this thing runs hot. I don't see them selling a lot of them, if I was to be perfectly honest. I think it's just a little bit of a kick in Sony and Microsoft's backsides, because I don't see this selling. If I was in the position where I had to choose between a Steam box and a PC, I'd go down the PC route. I don't see the point in the Steam box. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing, Great War. You'll get to a point and it'll bottleneck. You'll get to a point you'll buy one game for your system thinking, oh, this will work. Or download it off of Steam or whatever it is, wherever you go, Epic Game Store, whatever. And you're going to get to... the last PC I built primarily to run Crysis. And I'd already built a PC when Crysis came out to try and run it, and it struggled. I don't even know how many frames I got playing Crysis back in the day. But when I built the last rig I ever built, I got Crysis running at nigh on high end. And that game back in the day was built to the point where there was nothing on the market at the time that could actually run that game at ultra. There was nothing on the market. Even with the old Voodoo double up cards, you could not run that at ultra. It just got so goddamn hot. But good luck to Steam with a Steam box. I don't see it personally selling at all. Yeah, great. Well, as I was saying before, I priced up as a website over in the UK, do PC builds. And with a monitor, a 1440p monitor, it was just shy of £1,900. Yeah, but Matt, you got to look at that. That's 79. That Radeon RX 7090, mate. You bought that. When did you buy that? That was a couple of years ago, wasn't it? That'll be out. You go games coming out in the next 3 to 5 years. The back end of them games aren't going to run on your graphics card. Yep. Grandpa Barbecue. That's what I did years ago. I got to the point. No, done. It's just... this will either push people into purchasing a PC now, or this is going to push people to just purchase the consoles that come out in the next 5-6 years. And potentially another generation after that. It will push them into the point where it's like, no, I'm just going to do a one-off purchase. I can play my games on it. I don't have to worry about anything. Just play my games. I don't have to mess about with upgrading GPUs, changing my CPU, buying more RAM. You just put it in front of your TV or your monitor, play your games to your heart's content. Yeah, understand that 78, but it's just one of that. It's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna dent the market. I don't think they're gonna sell a lot of them. It's gonna be more niche. It's gonna be more niche than the Xbox and the PlayStation 6. Yeah, you want a handheld, do you, K-Rock? I've heard, reading online, a lot of people saying this whole ROG Xbox Ally, or what? Jesus, they gave that one hell of a stupid name. The Ally X, really good handheld. I just can't do handheld. My idea of gaming is sitting in front of my TV, comfy sofa, drink on the table, and just get lost in whatever I'm playing. Yeah. They may do. They could drop an advert for this at the Super Bowl. Yeah, Matt, but a lot of modding is coming to consoles. A lot of modding. It's not a new thing anymore. Let's go back at the full screen. Yeah, it's bonkers, really, if I was to be perfectly honest. I'm just going to sit back, my personal opinion, I'm going to sit back and I'm going to wait until Microsoft announce what they're doing. Then I'm going to say, well, I wouldn't jump to a PlayStation anyway. Don't like the joypads. But I'm going to wait, see what, let everyone lay their cards on the table, and then I'm going to make my decision from there whether or not it's a case of I'm going to stick with the consoles or I'm going to jump back into PC building. Yes, 78. I have seen that game. Samson looks insane. Yes, Typhus Neon. Witcher 3 is getting mods. It supposedly go over and have a look at Red Wolf Renegade's channel. Oh my god. That guy is, if you like your RPGs, you like Stalker, Vampire the Masquerade, anything Bethesda, Witcher 3 as well. He's just not long done a video on Witcher 3. Absolutely awesome video. And he goes into all of that. There's going to be a revival. There's even hints at extra DLC coming to that this year to get everyone hyped up for Witcher 4, which I am definitely buying day one. And speaking of day one games, ooh, unfortunately, I am not going to be able to stream this one live either because it's on a Thursday. Why are they doing all of this on a Thursday? It's just no. Let's get a trailer up. Yeah, here we go. Let's get this up. Screen. We all know what I'm looking for. It's the only game on my buy list. Yes. Resident Evil. I cannot wait for this. But they're getting a showcase on Thursday. Another deep dive. You know what? Let's change this trailer. Where is the RTX trailer? Here we go. It'll be all compressed because of YouTube. But this is on the RTX GeForce. Yeah. Look at this. You can't hear the video. There you go. Hear it now. Now this just looks absolutely nuts. Look at this. Mag's missed this. Mag has missed this. Stick that on loop while we're talking. No, not that. Go back. Mute that. Yeah, I've turned the sound off this time around, but look at this with path tracing. Now, to me, this, are we going to get on Thursday the actual announcement that this is open world? Because this looks open world to me. Are we going to get to walk around this? Look at that. 303 frames. What? Oh. Oh, yes. Oh, that thing is just creepy as hell, innit? But yeah, we are getting a showcase. Where are we going to get more news? I doubt it they're going to drop any more news with regards to the remakes that are coming. But gameplay demos. Oh, we're going to get to see more of Leon. I can't wait to see what they show. If I didn't have my son staying over, I would be so streaming this live on Thursday night. But it's on at 10 o'clock and he'll be well and truly in bed for school. So I can't be sneaking in his bedroom to record. No. But I will definitely be covering this in another video. But oh my god, I can't wait. And potential of a legacy character. What do you guys think in the chat? Who do you think is going to show up in Resident Evil Requiem? Obviously, we've had Leon, but which legacy characters do you think are going to show up? $78, thanks for coming by, mate. Thank you very much. I will see you in the Magcast's chat, fellow maggot. But yeah, what do you... I personally... Are they going to bring Chris Redfield back? Because that ended really, really weird in Resi 8. You're onto something there, Typhus Neon. You are really onto something there, mate, because in one of my videos that I did, I stated that it's Shelley that is talking to Leon in the trailer. Because she was benched because of the virus. Yeah, Barry as well, Matt, or Rebecca. But obviously they've got the remakes of Code Veronica and all that coming out, so you've got a lot of legacy characters in the next two remakes. So it's who was tied to Resi 2. It's all going to be down to that. Who's going to be willing to go back to Raccoon City other than Leon because he's just a badass? But I am super stoked for this. Super, super stoked. There's no way in hell I'd play this on a live stream. And I tell you, even though I'll be playing it around at the same time as Mag, I will be watching his live stream because I want to hear that guy squeal. And he is going to squeal. It's just funny. I follow quite a few people that play horror games on YouTube. But this, I'm playing in the comfort of my living room with the lights turned on. I am not going down the road of playing that with the lights turned off. So, who's getting Resident Evil? Any of you in the chat getting Resident Evil? I tell you that it is one of the hardest things to do, is do a solo podcast. So there will be guests on in the future. Got a few little things I've got to sort out first with OBS, and then I'm going to start putting the old invites out. Yes, manly war cries. There won't be any manly walkways. I'll tell you now. I scream like a girl. Oh, great. Well, you don't have to play the games in sequence, mate. Jump on the latest one and work your way back. I took a break from Resident Evil for a while, and they dropped the remakes on Game Pass, and I went back and played them. Yes, I know, Grandpa Barbecue, you want VR for this. I don't know how you play horror games in VR, mate. I really do not know how you play them. It's just, no. I couldn't do it in VR. Barely got through Alien Isolation on a TV. This is going to be a long haul game as Resident Evil 9. Going to be a lot of dying. But no, I'm super stoked for Resident Evil. I will be watching the live stream because Mark said he's going to stream this live on Thursday as well, I think he said, if I remember rightly. But yeah, we want more Resident Evil. Dude, Brandon, you need to go play them, mate. You really do need to go and play them. You really, mate, you're missing a treat. 7. Oh. Do you like horror games, Brandon? Let me know, mate. Because if you don't like horror games, that Resident Evil, the beginning of the 7, oh, you're going to be sweating. For Resident Evil type is Neon. Yeah, it's at the end of February. This is why I'm surprised they're doing another showcase on this. Because it is so close to launch. It is absolutely insanely close. It says on this article as well, a little bit further down, surprise remake tease. We could get something. Oh, Brandon, what you need to do is do a video of your missus playing Resident Evil. We could do comparisons when Mag plays it. But now the possibility of a remake tease at this showcase. Really? They put on here as well, PS4 port announcement for Requiem. No. Now they're just being optimistic. Resident Evil 0 remake. I've not actually, as much as I cover Resident Evil on my channel, I've not actually looked at the remakes. This was last year, reported by IGN. Not the best people to get news from. They're aiming for a 2028 launch. I don't see Zero making an appearance. I reckon it'll be Code Veronica. That will be the announcement at their showcase on Thursday. I reckon they'll show Code Veronica at the end. I know by the looks of things, the way that they're talking about this is mainly aimed at Resident Evil Requiem. They're just showing off more of that. So that's why I'm saying we're going to see more about the open world aspects of the game, because they have teased it. They even stated in that interview I covered that they are looking at, well, the game was originally supposed to have been a multiplayer game, and some of the aspects of that game have come over to Resident Evil 9. So I think they're going to push a lot to show off RE9, and then they're just going to drop that Code Veronica. Could it be this year? I don't know. I'm thinking more 2027. I think they're going to let RE9 shine, and oh boy, is it going to shine. I want to see where they go with this, because it looks nuts. Yeah, February 27th, Great War, thank you very much. I haven't told the missus yet that I'm spending more money. I think when I tell him I'm buying Resident Evil Requiem, I'm just going to get this. What? I'm a Resi fan, Typhus Neon, but I have not actually played Code Veronica. I missed that one. I played a lot of the base, the main. I played the main games, not the offshoots. If that doesn't make me a Resi fan, oh well. It's what I need right now.
Need input.
Yeah. Back to Grandpa Barbecue. I reckon they will put VR on this. I reckon they'll drop it 12 months later. Was there a delay in the VR for the last Resident Evils? Oh, great. Wow, you've got a lot of catching up to do, bro. Ah, that's why I didn't do it. Thank you, Matt. It was a Dreamcast game. Yeah, I didn't do Dreamcast. Oh, well, I'll get the option to do it on Xbox. Yay! And it's fully rebuilt and doesn't play like a Dreamcast game. Bonus. Is there any other news? Any other news that you want to talk about, guys? Let me know if there's anything you want me to delve into before I decide to call it for the night. But I want to say a massive thank you to the people that have watched the first episode of IXONSTORM Gaming Live. I want to take this all the way. This is what I want to do. None of this mundane work. I want to do this full time. So obviously, share it out on the socials. So there was a delay, Grandpa Barbecue. Ah, was it under a deal with Sony? Oh, that sucks. You never know, though. It is Capcom. Cross your fingers, mate. You might get VR for RE9. But that's all I've got for my first episode of the show. Obviously, I'm going to be doing this every Tuesday, 9 PM Greenwich Mean Time, about 4 PM Eastern Standard Time. So I will be doing this every week, plucking some news from cyberspace to share with you all and have a chat about. Unfortunately, I can't stream the next two live showcases, which is a bit of a bummer. But yeah, I'm going to be here every Tuesday. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the show. Let me know. Even after the fact, anyone who watches after the fact, please let me know if you've enjoyed it. It's just talking off the cuff. It's raw. It's unedited. None of that funny stuff. It's show a few web pages, put some trailers up. But yeah, I really enjoy doing this, and I'm glad that I've decided to do a live show. I hope you guys enjoy it. Oh, Funky Playbox. Dude, got home from the pub early. How many did you drink? Oh, thank you very much, Grandpa Barbecue. Once I'll be this pretty face here will be your early morning wake up call every Tuesday. That's a scary thought, isn't it? Oh dear. That is a scary thought. You're not drunk enough, Funky Playbox. Yeah, we finished all the topics, mate, just randomly waffling crap because unfortunately I don't have enough.
Need input.
Johnny Five's not helping me. Unfortunately. Absolute shocker. I thought, when I was figuring out the soundboard for the show, I was like, gotta have something robotic, and the first thing that popped to my mind was Johnny Five. I'm going to try and find some Flight of the Navigator sounds, because you can't beat that film either. Absolutely cracking film. My kids just looked at me stupid when I sat them down to watch it. They was like, what the hell is this? But yeah, you can't beat it. Here we go.
Need input.
Input. Need input. Oh yes, Johnny. I'm gonna see if I can get hold of your mother was a snow blower. But no, I'm gonna be here off the cuff talking about games every Tuesday. I'll still be dropping videos during the week, bits of news that drop, but I even cover some of them in my live shows every Tuesday, rehash old stuff. The one thing though, if you've not watched it, go and watch my Hexay video, because I'm not being horrible. If Ubisoft pulled that off with the guy they pulled over to finish the project, if we get Arkham style combat in the next Assassin's Creed, oh, they can take my money now. Are we going to see that though? Are we going to see that this year? Are they going to drop something about Assassin's Creed Hexay? The one game they need to show this year, Ubisoft, if not that they're ever going to listen to my channel, Splinter Cell. Give us Splinter Cell. We need that. Been a long time coming, because I'm not being horrible, Ubisoft. You are definitely taking their... But no, I'm glad you've all enjoyed it. I've had fun doing it. It gets easier. The more episodes you do, easier it gets. Because I tell you now, I've been jumping through hoops all day getting this ready. All for you guys. Oh, great. Well, I'm with you, mate. I am so miffed with all the little teases that they did last year with Splinter Cell on Twitter. Oh, they need to release that game, and it doesn't help that when we're sat in Magcast as maggots, and you've got Mag coming out and saying, "Oh yeah, I've seen it. It's ready to go." Release it then. Oh, Ubisoft. As somebody put in my comments on my Hexay video, they actually came out with the was it fascists or racist or whatever the hell it was, came out and said that in my comment section, that they can't make a decent Assassin's Creed anymore. Well, we can hope. Yeah, Great War, it does, mate. Tell you now, every single time I do a live stream, now I've done, 3 live streams. I only started the channel back in April last year. And I've done, I think it's 3 lives of my own. Obviously, guested on Magcast and guested on Red Wolf Renegades, Renegade Realm. Them 2, I was panicking with the mag when I'm meeting the guy, kind of face to face over the screens. It was kind of like, ooh, proper pumping. But my own, oh my dear Lord, whenever I do my own lives and I see that 5-minute countdown start, I'm just sitting here going, why am I doing this to myself? Because I'm literally sat here having a panic attack, waiting to hit the start stream button. It takes a lot of plates to spin, but I'm just glad. I bought a new monitor that turned up yesterday, so now I've got 1080p across the board, laptop, and the second screen, so OBS doesn't decide to absolutely shit itself. And I've spent 2 days hardwiring my internet upstairs, which has been fun, running a 20-foot cable through the house. The things you have to do to get these channels started is just absolutely bonkers. You've got all that fun and games to go, Funky Playbox. I know you're starting up soon, aren't you? Did you get your capture card ready for your streams and stuff like that, haven't you? Just seeing that now, Funky Playbox. Old Sam Fisher, splintered shins. Do you know what they should have done with Splinter Cell? Is they should have made Sam Fisher what was his name now? The guy in charge of Third Echelon. He should have took over and given us a brand new protagonist and not done that stupid bloody reboot that they did. You're not streaming with it, Funky Playbox. You're just using it to capture stuff for your stream, for your videos. Oh, jump on the stream. Go on, go live. Take the jump. Thank you, K-Rock. Thank you very much. It'll get easier. But no, I think that's all I've got for tonight. Almost an hour and a half. Absolutely enjoyed myself. Hope you lot have all enjoyed yourself as well. You got a good vid in the works, Funky Playback. Oh, mate, I'll check it out. Don't you worry, mate. When you drop it, I'll check it out. Got you on full notification. But yeah, that's all I've got for this evening, or this morning, if you're luckily enough to be over with Grandpa Barbecue Game Cat. Thank you for coming, Typhus Neon. Thank you very much. Thank you for all of you for coming. Been an absolute blast. Absolute blast. Enjoyed every moment. It's just winging it until you win it. Yeah, just find a few bits of news that tickle your fancy, and the news is going to start flowing. It really is going to start flowing. But now, I'm going to call it there, and I hope you all smash that like button on your way out, and anyone after the fact, please give it a massive thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more of this pretty face giving you gaming news every single Tuesday. But on that note, weather the storm, and I'll see you all on the next one.
You